Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Sunderland career mode. Today this is episode 9. We've got a couple of games for you today. It's a difficult month involving games against Chelsea, well, two of them against Chelsea, Manchester City and Liverpool before we get into the January transfer window. I apologise before I start this episode that I am really ill. So anyway, let's get into the cup game against Chelsea. So we get into the game against Chelsea in the League Cup quarter-finals. Ramirez here breaks through on goal, but it's a good save by Penton. We did make changes in this match by Kabul and Koulibaly start together at the back together, and Barini and Defoe up front together. Watmore came in on the right. So the first attacker game comes here. Barini gets the ball near the centre of the field, and he plays a great ball through to Duncan Watmore. He's still on goal, but sadly it's saved, and God knows how Jermaine Defoe missed that. It hits the bar and it's cleared by Chelsea. How the hell we didn't take the lead then, I have no idea. So into the second half now. Chelsea's first attack here. Ivanovic plays it in to Oscar. It's a good 1-2 with them. It's a really good attack. And it eventually gets to Falcao. He turns and shoots. It hits the post, and it is out for a goal kick. But that's a sign of the fact that Chelsea were giving to us. So around the 74th minute, I decided to bring a few subs on. I brought Sebastian Larsson on for Duncan Watmore. Jordi Gomez on for Yann Veer, and Jermaine Lenz brought on front for Fabio Barini, and he makes an instant impact here when he's brought through and he scores. That was his first touch on the ball as well, and I was really surprised. I didn't actually know he could play up front. Apparently FIFA says he can play up front, but hey, I decided to take the opportunity, and that's what he did first time. It was a great finish. So after Chelsea have a really good chance with Pedro, we start on a counter attack where Lopez and Kostic play a good 1-2 together, and he whips it up to Jermaine Defoe. And at this time Chelsea legs were really tiring. Defoe takes the ball further, plays it to Lenz. I don't know what Courtois is doing, but Lenz gets there before him. He taps it in, and it's 2-0, and it looks like we're going through. So there it was, full time. We won by 2-0 against Chelsea. The first half wasn't the best, but we really turned ups in the second half. I was impressed by Jermaine Lenz and his cameo up front, and we move on to the next round. But now we have a league game coming up against Chelsea as well. So we get into the game against Man City. Yeah, Man City, not Chelsea. And they take the lead early on there. I think it was Sterling with the goal. I wasn't so sure. It might have been Fernandinho. One of them was. And it was bundled in. So I'll explain why Yann Veer takes this free kick for us. The Chelsea game, just like the Everton game in the last episode, was effed up. Like, it just kept speeding up when I put it into the editing software. It kept going really quick. It was lagging and everything else, and I couldn't do anything about it at all. So if you want to go and look at the Everton game in the last episode, like all the way through, why I couldn't actually, well, it's not actually on there anymore because I took it out, but that is why there's only one goal in that game. In the Chelsea game, nothing actually happened. Luckily, it finished 0-0. The only bit of action was David Lopez got sent off for what was a really bad tackle, I'm not going to lie. But then again, I've had to come up with a new way to, like, I'll have to save all the goals now into the PS4 settings and video gallery, and then just put them into the editing software that way if it fucks up again. So after a few chances we had, we get back into the game here. We start on the counter attack. We really started doing well with these counter attacks now. As for the team, Lenz started up front with a phobia, and Watmore and Kostic were on the wings. And there we go, Defoe through to Envia, and he has the freedom of the Etihad to put it past Joe. It put us back in the game 3 minutes before half time. And other news, Koulibaly did not start at centre back. I bought in Andres Christensen to part of Eunice Kabul again, as both have been impressing me. But there it was, 1-1. So we get into the second half, and our first good chance comes here where Kostic and Matthews play a good 1-2. He takes Otamendi to the fish and chips with the turn, but it's a good save by Joe Hart. And we really start to grow into the game as we got into the second half, and we start to become the better team. So after the second goal, we were really on the front foot now, and our attacking play was starting to come together really well. And Kostic here, his pass opens up the Man City defence like a tin of soup. Defoe's shot is saved by Joe Hart, but he recovers the ball and he puts it in the back of the net just shortly afterwards. And it's 2-1, and at this minute I was buzzing because we're leading the Etihad and most teams would take a point from the Etihad, but the opportunity to grab all three was there now and we would go on to victory. And this throw-in led to one of the best attacking moves of the season. Jermaine Lenz, who's been really impressing in the last couple of games, him and Patrick Van Arnold play a good 1-2. It goes back into Defoe and into Larson, and if he scored that, he'd probably win one of the goals of the season. So in the 75th minute, when we are 2-1 up, Willie Caballero plays out to Yaya Toure. He makes a mistake. Afobe capitalises, plays it to Defoe, but his shot hits the post. But then again, he is there for the rebound, and he makes it 3-1. And surely we couldn't lose the lead now. So Man City get a free kick here with David Silva, but luckily Jan and Vieira are put on the line. He just keeps it out as well. And then we start on another fantastic counter attack. I bought Jordi Gomez on for Sebastian Larson, and I'd also bought Duncan Watmore for Philippe Kostic. And Watmore is put through here by Defoe, and he keeps going. He puts it into there, and oh my god, that scoreline could not be any more unrealistic. So the whistle goes to full time, and what a flipping unbelievable win. Let's just take a moment, stand back and say this is probably the best win of the season so far. But teams go to Etihad, try and at least get a point, but to win and win by that scoreline is just unbelievable. It's unbelievable, Jeff. It really is. And it takes us right back into the top 6. So we get into the game against Liverpool. Duncan Watmore came back in on the right wing and Kostic started on the left wing because Jimenez was knackered. So was Benik Afobe, so Fabio Borini started up front with Jermaine Defoe. Kabul and Christensen kept their partnership. So in just the 3rd minute of the action, Liverpool get their first attack going. It's good move through the midfield. Benteke, Moreno and everybody, and the midfield is strong for this Liverpool. Benteke plays João Carlos Teixeira in, and it's a fantastic first time strike into the bottom corner by the former Brighton Mooney. And after that big win at City, it was really disappointing to get off to such a bad start. I mean, literally, Liverpool just passed it straight through us. But I have to say, it was a fantastic finish by the Portugueseman, and that's why he's one of the hot prospects at the club. So, as you'll see, we come forward here with Borini, Defoe, and all the other attackers. Defoe skips inside well, plays it to David Lopez, and he really should finish that. And at this point, I was yelling at the telly, just thinking, how the hell has he missed? Because I was so determined to preserve our, unbeaten run that we were on at the minute. Okay, we've beaten Watford, we were drew at Chelsea, and we beaten City, and I really wanted to get a result out of this game. So Liverpool come forward here in the 20th minute. Alberto Moreno has the ball. Christensen comes across, and obviously it's a free kick. He's just flipping his salt, isn't it? He's just absolutely had him, and Liverpool had a good chance to go back ahead here. It was whipped in, Benteke over header, and it's a really good save by Pantello, tips it over. It was dipping in and into the goal. So 25th minute now, and we go on attack. Matthews whips the ball over to Kostic. At this minute, Kostic has been one of the real good players of the season. Like, he's just been a great attacking threat. He runs into the box, plays it to Borini, he turns Skirtle, he shoots, but it's saved and we win a corner. So we get a corner here in the 29th minute. Jan Veer whips it powerfully in, and Duncan Watmore, of all players, heads it in, and it loops over Adam Bogdan and into the net. And it was a really good header, it really was. And it got us back into the game at 1-1. At that point I was really relieved because I wanted to start kicking on, getting on an unbeaten run again and restoring our confidence in the team. So a bit off the game here in the 42nd minute of half time. Martin Skirtle and the Liverpool defence is clowning around, passing it around the back four. Adam Bogdan gets the ball and he just gets completely taken out by Fabio Borini. Complete FIFA freestyle, but if you actually have a look, it was one of the best dives I've ever seen. It was just comical, absolute comical. So we start an attack here for our first and second half. Duncan Watmore skips through the midfield well, and Jermaine Defoe and Philippe Kostic link up well. And this is what Philippe Kostic is all about, cutting inside, and he has a great shot, and sadly it hits the post. and if it went in, it really would have been a fantastic. So Liverpool get an attack here, Coutinho plays it to Benteke, and he is fouled by Van Aanholt, and sadly the referee does give a penalty. And at that point I was really frustrated, because we played so well in the second half, but luckily Benteke, who steps up against Pantelimon, this happens. He smacks the post, and the relief going through me at this point was just mental, because we deserved at least a point. Because we didn't deserve to lose this game. We really had played well at the end of the first half, at the start of the second half, and if we lose, it would probably be a travesty and a right robbery. So near around the 80th minute of the action, Liverpool get a corner, and it's a good crossing, and Sturridge is just left there, free header, and it really should have been a goal, but thanks to Pantelimon, he kept the score at 1-1. So from the second corner, we start a counter-attack with a Phobie, and look at Barini in all that space. By the way, I did bring a Phobie on for Defoe, and I bring Lenz on for Kostic, and here is Jermaine Lenz, fake shot inside, and he plays it to Barini, and how the hell he does not score from there, I have no idea. It's about 6 yards out, and it's a fantastic save by Bogdan, it hits the bar. Very fortunate Liverpool were, but it should have been a goal. We didn't get a winner in the end, even though the game was quite entertaining. It was really side to side, and it was an entertaining game for the neutral view, but a 1-1 draw was a fair result, I thought. In the end, I thought Liverpool were a better team for the first part of the first half, and we were the better team for the second part of the first half. And then Liverpool had that. I thought we were really in control for most early parts of the second half, but Liverpool came into the game even, and had that penalty which could have put them 2-1 up, but they missed. And then some late pressure at the end from us, and we could have won it, but I thought a draw was a good result in the end. Back in the menus now, and yeah, the menu, and with the upcoming game against Sheffield Wednesday in the Cup, we get this manager role at Chelsea, which I reject because I don't like the club and never have done and never flipping will. And also, as you'll see, we get a couple of offers for Costa Pantelimon from Lille and Wolfsburg, which I reject because he's our main keeper. But I'm looking to buy another keeper, not this transfer window, but hopefully in the future, someone like Jack Butland. I know it sounds normal, but everybody signs Jack Butland, but he's probably going to replace Joe Hart sooner rather than later. So, as usual, I end the episode with the league table. Watford, Palace and Leicester in the relegation zone. We are currently sitting 7th on 31 points. We head into January's transfer window. Please leave your suggestions in the comments for transfers. Yep, that's it. Be safe, be champions, and always remember, Toulouche.